Hi guys, it's Aaliyah. Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I'm kind of in the middle of a project right now. And I was just thinking, why not turn the camera on and just, have a little chit chat while I'm working on this. Now, it's not a tutorial or anything. It's just more like, do you want to see what I'm doing currently, or what I'm working on currently, I should say. So, oh my gosh, there's such a mess here. um, a few videos back, I had done one of those impromptu videos where I had made something for my dad for his birthday, and then not even realizing, rushed out of the house on the day that we were going to go celebrate his birthday. And once I got there, I realized I didn't even make a video of like a flip through. So I did a really short impromptu kind of walk through on, I think I was on a couch, just so I could document it for myself. So this time around, I learned my lesson and thought, okay, I'm definitely going to do a walkthrough when I'm finished. But then I was thinking, as I was working on this last night, was that why don't I just, craft and talk and have you guys just kind of come along. Sorry, I'm looking for my little scoreboard, which I don't know why I don't see it anywhere. It's always in the way, but when you need it, it's never around. It's one of those things. And I honestly, I have no idea where I put it. I mean, it's not tiny. It should be here in front of me because I have the big one, but I mean, the big one is big. Well, I guess we will be using the big one. Yeah, I have no idea what I did with it. That's weird. Okay, well, whatever. So, oh, you know what? Before I start scoring, let me show you what I did so far. So I do have my base pages, and there's not that many because just like my dad's, I'm doing 5 pockets. And basically, let me back up, because if you didn't see that other video, you won't understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. It was like a memory book of sorts. And everybody was asked, it was my mom's idea, everybody was asked to kind of either write, some memories or some things you really like about my dad, just like from your own experience. And then we were going to put it in this big book that I made, and everybody would have their own individual pockets. So me, of course, I was like, well, yeah, of course I'll do that, but I need to do a book myself. So I ended up making him a whole book for myself, and I did 5 memories, or things I liked about him. So I made 5 pockets, and then on the front page, I did, instead of getting a separate birthday card, I wrote the birthday, little sentiment on the front here. So then each page, I made a pocket, and then in each pocket, on a little index card, I wrote the memory or whatever it was, and it went inside. So I have my base pages here. I did cut out some pictures that I'll be gluing onto the pages, just to decorate. Obviously they're all of my mom, but then I do have some that's both of us. So, I was trying to find some fun pictures just to use as decoration. So that's what these are. These are the pockets that I'm currently making. Oh, I did have this. It was saved in my camera, and it was like a collage that I think it was Google Photos made the collage. So I just printed it out. And that's kind of the front page. I'll put a date down here, which actually I have to remember to do that. I want to see if I can find a nice label somewhere. And then here is the front. So that is my mom, and that is me when I was a baby. And this is a recycled or upcycled pillowcase, but I liked it because, well, what's nice too about this one, with my dad, I had a little bit more trouble, only because most of my fabrics and stuff are very, like, flowery or lacy, very feminine. And for my dad, I didn't have very many choices of what I could use, but I did end up finding some fabric that is kind of like neutral. It's not male or female, really. So I use that. But with my mom, it's easier because, I can have all these nice colored papers and everything like that. So, I was making the pockets. So let me just, maybe I should put this aside for now. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm just going to clip it for now. That way everything can stay together. So since I can't find my little scoreboard, we're going to use the big scoreboard. And this, I'm just, I'm scoring the pockets so that way we can fold and cut them. And let me see. I think I want this side. And I was just scoring it at half on each side. Because I'm not going to glue the pockets right down on the page. They're going to have, you know, like sometimes, you know, you just kind of glue and stick it down, but there's not that much room when you're sticking something in sometimes. So I'm just putting this. I'm going to do the side. I don't know if that even really made sense what I just said, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute after I do all of these. All right, and last but not least, let me see. So these are the 4 colors I have so far. The pink would be nice, or, no, let's do the pink. I do like the pink polka dots, but I do like this side. And I remember when I used to do mini albums, I use the scoreboard. You know, you have to use it for everything. But ever since I started doing junk journals, I don't use my scoreboard as much. So when I do have the occasional projects where I need to use the scoreboard, I kind of like it. So, first thing, find scissors. There we go. All right. What I'm going to do, and this comes from my mini album days, I'm mitering the corners, and I'll show you what that means. I don't know if you can see where I scored here and here. If you fold this and then fold that, it's going to be too thick. So I'm going to cut right here and right here. And right after I cut, I'll show you what I mean. And it just makes it less bulky when you're folding everything up. And I'm also going to do this side and this side. So, and I'll show you why. So that way, oops. Now I'll show you the reason for everything after I finish folding. Okay. So I miter the top so that way, you know, you don't see the back, you know, right here. It's mitered down a little bit so that way it doesn't show. And see now how the bottoms, this will go down and then this will go on top, and then, oops, and then when you're sliding something down, you see, it just, it's nice. And then it gives it a little bit of a gusset, you know, so you could put even more stuff in and it won't be so, so tight. Okay, so now again, we are going to do the mitering of the corners. And a lot of this is, you know, it's repeated over and over, but that's okay. So I hope you don't mind kind of just watching what I'm doing. And it's so nice. It's actually, it's daytime, as you can tell, because it's, I feel like it's kind of shadowy when it's bright outside, but it gets shadowy inside. But I'm working from home today, and I am currently on my lunch, so I decided to work on this a little bit, because it is possible we are going to be celebrating my mom's birthday this weekend. Well, her birthday is April 23rd, but they are here because my dad has a dentist appointment today. So they came over from the vineyard for a few days, and they're thinking they might be here for the weekend. So if they are, then we will celebrate the birthday. If they go home before that, then we'll just celebrate it another time. But just in case we are celebrating it this weekend, I want to get it done, you know, in the chance that we do get to celebrate with them. And if not, no big deal. When they come back again, we will celebrate. But I like to make sure everything is done. And I don't want to scramble at the last minute thinking that, oh my gosh, you know, I'm going to not make the deadline. Not that there's a deadline. I mean, she's not going to care if it's not done. It's not, the end of the world, but in my head it's kind of like, you know, I want to make sure that it is done. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. So it's actually a really nice day outside. I think it looks nice. I haven't been out yet, and that's the one thing about when you're working from home. If you don't need to leave to go to work, sometimes you forget to, you know, let's stick my head outside just for a moment just to see what the weather is. Okay, so now I have my 5 pockets. So what I'm going to do now is, let's bring this back. And I'm going to get the pages, and we're going to kind of figure out where we want each of the pockets. Let me just do that again. All right, so we said the first page is going to be where I'm going to write whatever I want to write. So now, I kind of like that one there. Yeah, let's do that one. So when I glue it, I'm just using art glitter glue. Hopefully it's not clogged. It doesn't feel like it. What I do first is I kind of want to, oops, get this all stuck down. See, like, get that stuck down first. And just hold it for a second. And then I'll put the glue on the 3 sides. And then we'll just stick it down. Alright, so just add some glue. Oops. And I try to get as close to the edge as I can. So that way when you're sliding something in and out of the pocket, it doesn't get caught on anything. And like that. All right, so now, and I'm not measuring, I'm just, you know, kind of doing my best just to somewhat center it as best as I can. There we go. Oh, and see, now you can see, well, maybe you can see how there's like space. So if she wants to put more stuff in there, it's not going to be so crowded. All right, so next one is this. And actually, this is pink on pink. I didn't even notice that. Oh, everything's kind of pink on pink. You know what? That's okay. We're going to put this just to kind of break it up. No, I like this one. Or this. No, because that has pink in it too. Yep, we're going to do that one. And it's funny. Sometimes you think to yourself, oh, gosh, no, I don't want to do that. They're not going to like it. But 10 times out of 10, people that you make stuff for don't see the things that you see. So like the flaws in, oh, my gosh, there's pink and pink. Mom's not ever going to notice. She's not even probably going to notice the background. She's going to notice the pictures decorating it and then what's in the pocket. And I do that a lot. I always think, oh gosh, you know, the person or people aren't going to like this, but I have to learn, or I've been learning to kind of focus on what not being so, I don't want to say negative, because I feel like I'm not negative. I'm just kind of, I'm my worst critic. I think maybe that's better. And things that I feel like, oh my gosh, you're going to see that and they're going to be like, what the heck? Nobody sees it but me. So. So that's something I've been kind of working on with myself recently. This one I think is definitely going to be this, because I like the offset, because these are both polka dots, the 2 that we have left. Oh, wait a minute. This is polka dots too. You know what? It's fine. Oh, you know what would be kind of... Okay, I solved my issue. I think that's kind of cool. They're big polka dots and then little polka dots. So that's fine. Oh, another thing I wanted to say that I find kind of funny is that I'm definitely an overthinker when it comes to crafting. Not much in other parts of my life, you know, like cooking or when I'm at work, stuff like that. I usually don't overthink. When I'm crafting, I am definitely guilty of overthinking. I overthink everything. And it's funny because usually, like, you know, if you're an overthinker in most aspects of your life. Where mine, I mean, I have no idea why, but it's really only in crafting that I overthink. Because you would think, you know, yeah, a lot of people at work might overthink what they're doing, or like in their just everyday life. But for me, I don't know, for some reason, I definitely do not overthink anything else except when I'm crafting. So that's a fun fact about myself. I don't know why I do it, but yeah, I definitely overthink. And overthinking causes delays. I actually used to work with this girl, and she overthought everything. So the time it would take, like, you know, any other person to do a specific task or a specific job, it would take her twice as long, or sometimes even 3 times as long, to complete the same task, because she was just overthinking. And I always thought, you know, why? Just do it. And then I was crafting one day, not on camera or anything, just, you know, crafting by myself here in my craft room. And I almost had that same conversation with myself. Like, what? Just do it. So now I'm trying to, when I come to one of those decisions or those like situations where I could possibly overthink something, I just kind of acknowledge it and be like, you know what? Just do it. Just do it. Don't overthink. Anything is going to be fine, and you don't want to drive yourself crazy by overthinking something that doesn't need to be overthought. I don't even know if that's the right way of saying it. Overthinking, overthought? I don't know. But yeah, so that is another thing that I am aware of and working on. So we'll see how it goes. It's good when you have something that you're kind of trying to work on, that you're aware of it, because I feel like when you are, it helps you more, because you're more kind of conscious, yes, that's the word I'm trying to use, of things about yourself that you're trying to improve. I say improve, not necessarily change, because, you know, everybody is their own person. But you can definitely find, you shouldn't change. You shouldn't have to change yourself. And maybe I'm explaining it wrong. Improving yourself is always, you know, a nice thing to do. But necessarily you don't always have to change yourself, because then you're changing who you are. And I don't know if there is a distinction that I'm trying to make sense about, but like if I'm changing something, like I don't want these scissors, I want to change them to a purple scissors. I'm getting rid of this and I'm using something else. But if I want to improve this, I don't like it because it's blue, but you know what? If I hold it this way, I find that it's really comfortable. I don't even know if that's a good example, but do you kind of understand what I mean? I don't want to change myself, I want to improve myself. So I'm very cautious about the things that I'm doing or not doing, things that I want to be doing, and things like that. So yeah, all right. So that, I'm wondering, I can't remember with my dad's if I sewed it in. I don't know. But I'm going to have to find a label off camera, because I know I have pretty labels. I just don't know where they are. And of course, oh, there's some right here. I want to use these. Oh, there we go. Okay, no more thinking. That was kind of easy. I don't know why I had those there, but that's really cool. I want this right here. And then I'm going to write with a Sharpie. I'll write like her birthday with the year. So I'll do April 23rd, 2023. But yeah, I mean, it kind of matches. I mean, that's really not the same color, but you know, it's pink and I love pink, so why not? So I'll definitely put that there. You know what? Maybe I think I sewed everything in first. How long have I been on camera here? 20 minutes. So you know what? I'm going to stop for a second. No, you know what? I'm not going to stop. I'm going to finish up the video here, and then I'm going to come back after I've sewed the signature in, because you don't need to see me do that, and then maybe we'll decorate a little bit. So there'll be a part 2, because why not, right? So as always, thank you so much for watching. And remember, you don't need to change yourself if you don't like things. You can just improve yourself if you don't like things. No, That's really not what I wanted to say, but hopefully you understood. Never change, always improve. Maybe that's a better way of saying it. I mean, unless you do want to change, I'm not saying you can't, but I don't want to change myself. I just want to improve myself. So that is my little motto currently and recently. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.